Hey gamers, this is Liz Davidson from Beyond Solitaire, and today I want to show you how to solo the Big Score from Ryder Games. The Big Score is a heist game, and in it we're going to try to come out with the most money or to meet the requirements of any of these solo scenarios that come in the box. The multiplayer game involves a lot more kind of bluffing and kind of half working the other half not to complete jobs. It's a different game. The solo game actually comes with its own separate rulebook and its own set of scenarios. So we're gonna start today with the biggest score because that is the most basic one and it'll show off the 2-act structure of this game. So in the biggest score, it says, this one's all about the money. You've played the game a long time and now you want to retire to your own private island and leave your life of crime behind. It sounds really good, actually. So our objective is to end the game with at least $1.5 million. So we're gonna see if we can pull that off. So we've selected our scenario, and basically a solo setup involves you pick a boss, you ignore this bonus down here because that's a multiplayer game thing, and you start with $200,000. And you should make sure that you get that $200,000 in small increments, so 10s and 20s, because we're gonna be spending a lot of it as we hire crew and try to kind of set up the game in our favor. So you don't do this in the multiplayer game, but the solo game of the Big Score is very much about resource management. So we're gonna get to spend some of this money in hopes of making more money on the job. The other thing that you're gonna do to set up is you set these tokens out 1 through 6. That's where we're going to be placing jobs in a moment. And then you divide the crew into 3 piles of 30 cards each. Act 1 is going to be done in 3 rounds where we're going to spin through each of these crew decks, try to get as many jobs as possible done to make a little cash. And then we're going to move into Act 2, which is the bank heist. So let's put these 2 crew decks to the side for now. We'll take this one for hiring and we're going to lay out some jobs. So for the jobs, we have these big old job cards. We're going to lay out 6 of them. The first 3 are going to be face up. And then the second set of 3 are going to be face down, and we can uncover them either by paying money or, well, we can see what's on them by paying money. We can make them available by completing the jobs on this side. So face down, face down, face down. And let's get this arranged so you can see as much as possible. All right, so we're all set up. Let's hire some crew. And the way that you do that is you take a hand of 5 cards. So we got a gunman, a con man, a hacker, another hacker, and another hacker. Oh, interesting. So what happens when you draw these cards is that you don't just get to play them all. You get to play everything from one type of skill and place them on face-up jobs of your choice. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play these 2 hackers out and then delete one. Like, I mean, I'll have to discard one, delete. Oh my God, think about computers. So I will be able to play all of the hackers, but there's only 2 spaces for hackers to go. And then if I want to play people beyond that, then I'm going to need to pay $10,000 each time. So there are various things that I can do by paying out another 10K. And among those things are, I can pay 10K to place 1 additional card from my hand on a job, so I can just place extra people. I can pay 10K to shuffle 1 card from my hand into the next draw deck for the next round. So if I'm seeing like a whole lot of one job, I might try to squirrel them away for later. Other options include paying $10,000 per crew card in my hand that I want to keep to the next round so I can draw some more cards up. The other thing that I can do is I can actually pay 10K to discard all of my cards of one type and then draw back up. So if I wanted to get rid of my hackers, I could discard all of them for $10,000 and then draw 3 more from my draw pile. As it is, I think what I'm definitely going to do is, okay, so we have 2 $50,000 jobs and a 30K with an artifact. And then artifacts have their own separate value. So here's a value card that just kind of describes everything. We're not gonna get a majority of artifacts because there's only 1 player. So basically they're just each worth 30K. So this card's worth about $60,000. The other sorts of, so there's different tokens that we'll be able to get from the bank when we do our heist phase. If I get a locked hard drive, it's worth nothing. If I manage to pull the key out of the vault in Act 2, it'll be worth $200,000. And then diamonds have increasing value. So 1 diamond is only worth 20K, but if you get to 5 diamonds, that's 350K. So there are a lot of different types of items to try to hoard during this phase, and we'll see how it goes. But as it stands, I'm definitely going to play my hackers. So I'm going to put one hacker here and one hacker here. There's no place to put my third one, so she's going to get discarded. And then, let's see, I have this gunman and this con man. Well, I definitely would like to get them out. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and pay $20,000 to put them both back out. So I want to put the con man here since I'm already on the way. I'm going to put the gunman here. And that is one whole hand. So for the next round, I just draw another 5 cards. Ooh, whoa. And I'm going to do the same thing. So see, I could have just waited on that. So one thing I'm going to do now is, things are looking good for me, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to put these 2 gunmen here. See how this one has 2 guns, so it's going to require 2 gunmen. So I've portioned them out. And then this guy will go into discard. And then let's see, I have a con man and a driver left. Ooh. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pay 10. And I'm going to put the driver here. Yeah, and I'm going to pay another 10 to put the con man out. Just trying to load my bases here. All right, so let's pick up another 5 cards. Oh, geez. Why did I spend my money? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I don't love this hand, so I'm actually going to spend 10K to ditch these con men and pick up 3 different cards. Okay, so now I've picked up a couple drivers and a muscle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these drivers out. And then, actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pay $10,000 to put out the muscle. So now that these guys will go to the discard. So now that I've finished that up, what's going to happen is I'm going to look through these jobs, and I know that this one is completed. So this one's not quite there yet. I need some greasemen to come out. So that's what we're waiting for on these jobs. But this job is complete. I have 1 con man, 1 driver, 2 gunmen, and 1 muscle. So these cards will all go into discard. This job is going to go away because it's complete, and I'm going to get $50,000. So let's give me $50,000 in tens. I've been spending too much of my money, I think, but that's okay. So now what's going to happen is I get to uncover one of these other jobs. So let's see. I have some cards left. Let's just flip over job 4 and see what we got. Ooh, an armored truck. It's worth $100,000, but I'm going to need to hope that a lot of drivers appear. So let's kind of see what we get. All right, so let's draw 5 more cards. Driver, hacker, muscle, hacker. All right, I'm not super excited about the hacker. So let's pay $10,000 to get these discarded and draw 2 more. Another hacker, great. Oh, and another driver, okay. So let's just go ahead and put these guys here. So now what's going to happen is, I don't know, we don't have a lot of cards left. I may not pull the cards that I need to make this happen. But I'm going to go ahead and put the 10 out to make sure I get the muscle down. And we'll see if we can get a greaser and a gunman. I haven't seen any greasers yet. They have to be somewhere. So one of the issues that can occur in this game is that if the jobs just aren't distributed super well amongst the decks, you can just have like dry spells where you're not seeing certain kinds of crew members. All right, so 1, ooh, greaseman, yes, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those are the last 5 cards, so this round is about to be over. So let's complete as many jobs as we can. So sadly, I can already tell I'm kind of screwed on the armored truck because I don't have a gunman. It's just not going to happen. I do, however, need greasemen for this job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put out these greasemen, which is enough to finish these 2 jobs. So this one just won't get finished. But these 2 did get done. I have the 2 greasemen, the hacker, the con man, and the driver to get $50,000 from the warehouse. And I also do have the driver, greaseman, gunman, and hacker that were required for 30K and an artifact from the museum. All right, so we got some new jobs, we got a new crew deck. Let's see where this is going to take us. So this time we've got a couple pretty high class jobs showing up here for $100,000. But as you can see, they require 3 of a kind plus some other crew members. This is a little lower grade pawn shop job that's 20K and a diamond. And right now the diamond would also be worth another 20K. So we can maybe try to complete this cheap job and work on the other ones and see what comes up. So let's draw our first hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a lot of different stuff. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and play the gunman out. So I'm gonna put 1 here. Let's go ahead and put 1 here. And then I think what I'm gonna do is, since it'll get me a net gain anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and spend $30,000 to put out the muscle and the driver here and finish this job up, and I'll just put the greaseman here in hopes of maybe being able to get $100,000 in the future. So that was our first hand. This job is already done, so these guys are gonna go into discard. I'm gonna get 20K and a diamond. So let's take 20K in smaller bills. And here is my diamond, so we'll just put this over my little hoard. So this job will disappear. And we can also turn over a new job. The question is, which one do we want? We can turn over any of these that we like. So we turned over 4 last time. Let's just go ahead and turn over 5. Okay, so we got another kind of cheapy job. So this is 20K and a locked hard drive, which means it's worth 20K now, but if I manage to pull a hard drive key out of the vault, that drive becomes worth $200,000. So it's not necessarily a bad investment on my part. So let's draw another 5 cards and see what we get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see what we're working with here. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on this one because I have almost everything I need for this $100,000 in this hand, and I just can't let it go. $100,000 is a lot of money. So we're gonna put down these 2 gunmen, and then we're gonna go ahead and pay 30K. Let's do it in a 10 and a 20 to put the rest of these guys down on this job, because that's just too good to pass up. I'm hoping that in this kind of fat stack over here, there's gonna be 1 more gunman that's gonna get me to $100,000. Let's hope. All right, so let's pick up our next hand of 5 and see if my faith was well placed. Oh yes, gunman. 2 gunmen and a con man. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So now I have to gamble with whether I want to pay to make sure this happens. It's worth a lot more than I'd be investing in the job if I can get a key out of the vault. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this gunman down and complete the $100,000 job. And then we are gonna go ahead and pay out to complete this job over here. Because if I can unlock that hard drive, it's worth a lot more than the $30,000 I put into the job. So that's the reasoning. We're gonna gamble a little bit here. So that means that at the end of this hand, this job is done. So this is gonna go away. And I'm gonna get $100,000. Looking pretty good, if I do say so. And then this is gonna complete as well. So we'll put these cards away. This one will disappear, and I'm gonna get $20,000 and a locked hard drive, which is currently worth nothing, but I'm betting that I can pull a key out of the vault in stage 2. So here's my hard drive right now. It's locked, but if I can open it up, cha-ching. So we'll put this over here for now in my little hoard. And then since those 2 jobs were taken off the board, we can just uncover the remaining 2. Okay, so I can either go for this easier one and hope I pick up a locked hard drive before the end of the round, or I can try to complete one of these more pricey jobs. The thing is, I'm gonna have to pull 3 common out of here, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it in this many cards. I don't know what the distribution is, so we'll see. All right, so let's draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a lot of muscle. Interesting. All right. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get the shopping mall. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay $10,000 to ditch these muscles and draw 3 more cards. Aha, so that actually paid off pretty nicely. So what we're going to do is we're definitely going to go for this $100,000. I think that that's a safer bet than hoping to pull, well, ooh, that's a tough choice. So the question is, do I try to go for this $100,000 now? Or do I go ahead and complete this research lab job and hope that that hard drive turns into $200,000 later? So that's my decision. Ooh. All right, I think we're gonna go for the 100,000 because it just seems like a sure bet. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pay 20K to pop down a con man and a hacker and finish the job. The muscle will go to discard. So now what that's gonna mean is that this job is complete. These cards will go to discard. This job comes off the board. So we robbed a mansion, go us, and I'm gonna get $100,000 cash. Because the other thing is I wanna make sure I have lots of cash going in around 3. So we'll take 2 50s this time, since that's just what's easy to spot. Okay, and so now we're gonna draw 5 more cards. Greaseman, hacker, ooh, hacker, muscle, Greaseman. Oh, interesting. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. There's not enough cards for there to be 3 con men. This job is totally a wash. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to place the Greaseman. We're gonna hope that one of these is a con man, and we are gonna go ahead and pay 10 to put a hacker down. And the rest of these will go into discard, and then we'll draw the last 2. Con man, all right. So this job actually did get done in the end. So these guys will go to discard. This will come up, and we will get $20,000 and another locked hard drive full of mysteries. So here's my hard drive. So going into round 3, before I clean everything up, why don't we do like a money check just to kind of see where I'm at. So I have, this is 200,000 plus another, that's 300,000. 60, 70, 80, 90, that's 400,000. And then this is worth another 30,000. So I have $430,000 in guaranteed money, and then another $400,000 in potential money. So we are working our way up slowly towards that $1.5 million goal. So we'll see if we eventually get it. Right now, I'm about a third of the way there, maybe much closer, depending on whether I manage to pull the keys. All right, so here's my final setup for jobs. Here's my last crew deck. Let's see what we get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay, so I've drawn a couple hackers. I'm not sure how much I need them at the moment, but what we are gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go for it. We're gonna play the hackers. I'm gonna go ahead and throw $20,000 to complete this job, and then this guy will go into discard. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish job number 1 because it's worth $20,000 plus plus an artifact. In other words, it's a net total of 50. So these guys will go to discard. This job will go away, and I will get $20,000 and another beautiful artifact. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, con man, 5. Oh, and I should also uncover another job. Let's say we're gonna do 6 this time. Okay, cool. So we've got some opportunities for maybe $100,000, but also maybe a couple of these diamonds. I already have 1 diamond. And as we discussed earlier, diamonds stack. So once I hit 2 diamonds, they're collectively worth 50,000. If I can hit 3 diamonds, they're worth 100. So basically if I can get both of these jobs, that's actually worth more than this job over here. So why don't we concentrate on those actually. So one thing I'm definitely gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and lay out these con men since I'm here and I can. Neither of these jobs needs a greaseman, but they both need a driver. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant a driver down. So that'll be $10,000. And we're gonna play this driver. Which one should we put him on? Let's do the hotel. We need a hotel driver. All right, so we'll pull another 5 cards. All the drivers. So basically I have a bunch of stuff I don't really need. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play the hacker. And then we're gonna take some change for this 20. And then I'm gonna pay $10,000 and put a driver here. So that way, if I can just get a couple of gunmen, I can complete those 2 jobs. Let's move everything over just a bit for you. All right, so now 5 more cards. Hacker, Con Man, Grease Man, Muscle. Ooh, I really need a gunman bad. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and just put the muscle down here. And much as that's a shame, we're gonna just ditch these because there's no need for them. All right, so let's draw some more cards. 1, 2, ooh, 2 muscles. 3, 4, and 5. Oh, yes, a gunman. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, you know what? I don't know if there's gonna be another muscle in here, but let's play him out and just see. We'll gamble, and then we'll put 10 down to place the gunman and finish this job. These guys can go into discard. So this job is now complete. So we got all the guys we needed, and this crew will be discarded. This will go in the discarded jobs. And now we are going to pick up 30K and a diamond, which is pretty good. So here's $30,000, and here's another diamond. So now these 2 diamonds are worth $50,000 instead of the $20,000 that one of them was worth. So these stack. That's nice. Okay, so let's do 1. Oh, yes, a gunman. 2, 3, 4. Oh, these are our last 5 cards. Oh, there's not a muscle in there. Oh, that's too bad. I probably discarded 1 and I could have got this $100,000, but that's okay. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna finish this job off with the gunman. We'll clear everything up. Oh yeah, I should have uncovered this job as well. Not that it would have done me anything. And then, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give me 30K and another diamond. So now I have 3 diamonds, and together they're worth 100,000. So this is the end of Act 1. We have been through the 3 rounds of Act 1. So why don't we do a money check, and then I'm gonna show you how to play Act 2. All right, so here's my loot so far. I, the Ice Queen, do have some diamonds at least. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, because these are each worth 30,000. 5, $100,000. This is another $70,000. So we're at $570,000 for sure, with a potential of another 400,000. So I'm either real close to $1 million, or I'm still pretty close to 500,000, and I need $1.5 million. Let's see how we do in Act 2. Okay, so I put all my cash off to the side, and now we're gonna begin the vault round. And what that's gonna mean is that I can't see what's in here. I'm not actually, like, my display is too far away and too small for me to actually even see anything. So what I see is just this. I'm just reaching into this kind of cool little bank box and hoping for the best. You guys, on the other hand, will have the dramatic irony of getting to see what it is that I'm grabbing. So what's gonna happen is that each round, I'm gonna reach in here and I'm gonna draw 3 tokens. If one is a cop token, it goes on the cop track. If I hit 5 cops, then I'm busted and I get none of the money that I was grabbing for in this vault. If, however, I feel like I can be done on time, I can flee the vault before the cops get me. So this is gonna be an adventure. Let's just put it that way. The other thing that's interesting is every time I draw 1 cop, if I draw more than 1 cop, I have to place 1. If I have pulled 50 grand in cash from the vault, the money from Act 1 does not count. I can bribe the cop to go away, which is something that does not exist in the multiplayer game, but I think it's a hilarious addition to this mode. So let's go for it. Let's draw 3 tokens and see what I pull. Come on, hard drive key. No, I already drew a cop. Oh, that was horrible. Okay, so my tokens are a cop who's immediately gonna go on this cop tracker. If I get another one, I'll be that much closer to being busted. But I do have a diamond and a 50K cash chip. So one of these I can keep, the other one I have to discard from the game. I think what I'm gonna do, so if I take a 4th diamond, because remember I have 3 from earlier, that's gonna total out to 200,000 from the 100,000 that I had before. So it's actually worth more money. If I took the 50K, it means that I would have a chance to bribe a cop in the future. But I'm gonna play risky. I'm gonna grab this diamond. That's what I want. So this 50K is now removed from the game. Okay, so let's go for another grab. So I'm gonna grab 3 tokens. Let's see what I pulled this time. No cops, yes, no cops, oh good, okay, cool. So here's what I got this time. So now, since none of these are cops, none of them go in the cop tracker. 1 I keep, 1 goes back in the box, the other is taken out of the game. So I'm $200,000 and a hard drive key are worth essentially the same to me. So I'm gonna grab this key. I'm gonna take 20,000 out of the game. I'm gonna put this 200,000 bar back in the vault. Okay, let's go in again, guys. Let's mix them all around. Oh yes, still no cops. Good, good, good. Okay, so I have another diamond, an artifact, and a 50K chip. So in this case, I'm 100% grabbing the diamond. That's worth an extra $150,000. And then the 50K in the artifact, the artifact is worth the least to me, so I'm gonna take that out, put the 50K back in. All right, let's hope for another hard drive key. That'd be really great. No cops, no cops. Well, I did get a key, but I also got a cop. So there's another cop tracker there. Ooh, gotta be careful. So I'm 100% keeping this key because that's worth $200,000 to me, and then that guy can go. So this is what I have so far. Let's put on my boss card so you can see what I've pulled out of this vault. All right, so I'm thinking through my money situation, and I think, God, I probably have $1.3 million-ish right now. I'm gonna need to get to 1.5, so I can't stop yet. I don't want any more hard drive keys though, because I can't unlock extra hard drives. Okay, we're gonna have to reach back in, because otherwise we're not gonna win anyway. So let's be bold. 1, 2, 3. Oh God, okay, so we got another cop. Fun. I can only pull 2 more of these. If I pull 2 more of these, that is, it's game over for me. Okay, so this time I'm gonna keep the diamond for sure, and the key will be gone from the game. All right, so with these 3 diamonds, that means that all my diamonds, that's an additional $150,000. Ooh, we're getting really close. Well, I definitely need to go in at least 1 more time. Let's see what I can pull. No cops, so that's good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the diamond, dump the 20, put the 50 back in the vault. All right, so I don't think that I have quite enough to make $1.5 million yet, so I'm gonna have to go back in. Like, I can't retire forever if I don't, you know, no guts, no glory, right? The thing is, I know there's a bunch of cop tokens hanging out in here too, so let's hope that things don't go too badly for me here. So we're gonna reach in for another 3 tokens. Oh, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so what we've got is we've got $200,000 in gold bars, and then $50,000, and then this artifact. So the artifact is gonna go out. I'm gonna keep 200K, and the 50 will go back in. All right, so I think I have enough. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to flee the vault. So in the multiplayer game, everybody reaches in and pretends that they've grabbed something at least, and then you show what's in your hand. And if you have a chip, you've taken from the vault, and if you get busted, you're stuck. But if you come up empty-handed, you've fled. So we're gonna choose to flee the vault at this time and tally up our money to see if I did in fact calculate correctly, and if I have enough money to retire in peace. If I'd been a little more ambitious, I might have gone back in, but we're gonna stop here. All right, so let's do our final count. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 diamonds, and the way that this works, according to this handy dandy chart, is that the first 5 are worth $350,000 altogether, and each additional is another $150,000, which means we have $650,000 in just diamonds. Plus, we have another $400,000 in hard drives, which puts us to $1,050,000. So then, if we can get another $500-ish thousand out of our money, we're totally there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have made enough to retire, and that was a solo game of The Big Score from Ryder Games. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and happy gaming.